Guzman-Feliz Memorial College Fund, which provides tuition support to NYPD explorers on the path to college. It is Junior's memory that inspired the Governor of New York to invest over $18 million in new funds for youth programming right here in the Bronx. It is Junior's memory that inspired both the mayor and the city council to bring new gang violence prevention services right here to the 48th precinct. And it is Junior's memory that inspired the Bronx Borough President, partnering with New York State's Parks and the Fresh Air Fund to create an upstate summer program for Bronx youth known as Camp Junior. These commemorations of Junior's memory represent only the beginning. Junior's impact will last as his spirit lives on. We should remember Junior not only for the tragic loss of his life in an unspeakable act of violence. We should remember him for the lives he has saved and the lives he will save because of the legacy he leaves behind. A legacy that I'm honored to memorialize right here on Bathgate and 183rd. This street will forever be the home, will forever tell the story of Lesandro Jr. Guzman-Feliz. Before we begin the unveiling of the street renaming, we will hear from a number of speakers, starting with the Bronx Borough President, Ruben Diaz Jr.
Thank you, Council Member. Buenos días, familia. Primero que nada, déjenme decirle a todos ustedes que como presidente del condado del Bronx, yo me siento sumamente orgulloso de cómo la comunidad en el Bronx se ha comportado, soportando y apoyando a esta familia. Ustedes se merecen crédito porque en tiempo de dolor, una madre, un padre, lo más que necesita en estos tiempos es una comunidad sólida que estén ahí con ellos, apoyándole. Y yo como presidente del condado del Bronx, los últimos par de meses, viendo lo que ustedes han hecho y estando aquí esta mañana, eso para mí, me siento honrado de ser servidor de este condado. Y lo aprecio mucho a todos ustedes. To Richie Torres, to the City Council, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for passing this law that commemorates the life of Lesandro Guzman-Feliz, as we know as Junior. You know, whenever we do these co-naming ceremonies, it's usually for someone who's lived a long, fruitful life. Someone who did extraordinary things that we want to commemorate. The fact is, ladies and gentlemen, I wish that we did not have to be here this morning. I don't want to be here. I wish that we didn't have to do this. Junior's light was dimmed way too soon. We were all hurt and devastated by the images and the way that he was taken. No mother, no father should have to bury their child, and certainly should not go and experience the heart-wrenching, brutal fashion in way their boy was taken. And we were all even more hurt when we dive a little deeper and we see and know that Junior was everything that we all ask our children to be. A good son, a good neighbor, a good friend. Look at all his friends here, his classmates, part of the NYP Explorers, respectful, with dreams. What more can we ask of our children? And so now what we need to do is a couple of things. We've been working with Guzman-Feliz, who, by the way, is her birthday today. Happy birthday. Felicidades. We've been working with her personally to make sure that we help her and her family heal. We've been making sure, like Councilman Richie Torres said, that this never ever, or we do the best that we can that this doesn't happen to more of our babies. bringing in the governor, $18 million, working with the PAL, working with the Boys and Girls Clubs, working with schools, working with violence interrupters, trying to do the best that we can. And yes, now we have Camp Junior that we want everyone to help out and participate in. It's going to be a beautiful thing. For any information, please see me afterwards. But today, you know what this is about? Today, this is about pivoting and transitioning so that now we celebrate the life of Junior, so that we never ever forget what happens here. And everybody realize that we all have a collective responsibility to work together that this doesn't happen again. And the way that we do that is by ensuring that his legacy moves on. So while we have mourned and we continue to mourn and support the family, now let us all make sure that he did not die in vain, that his name will live on forever, that his memory will live on forever, not only through his family, not only through the name on the street, but through all of the young lives that will continue to save, protect, and change. A la señora Feliz, al señor Lesandro, Guzmán, lo aprecio mucho. Esta amistad y este compromiso es para siempre. Y ustedes deben de saber que la comunidad, los oficiales electos, el vicealcalde está aquí con nosotros hoy. Nosotros vamos a seguir apoyándolos a ustedes y el nombre de Junior va a seguir para siempre en toda la vida de nosotros. Que Dios lo cuide, que Dios lo guarde.
Here on behalf of Mayor de Blasio is the Deputy Mayor, Phil Thompson.
Yo voy a hablar en inglés porque mi español es terrible. This is a sad day, and it's also a joyous day. 2 weeks ago, I was at a funeral for a 19-year-old Devontae Cameron in Brooklyn, New York, and he too was killed in an act of senseless violence. And it's heart-wrenching to have to go to funerals of young people when they're just starting their life with so much promise. When I heard of Lesandro's brutal and senseless murder, I, like millions of New Yorkers and millions of people across this country, felt sick and outraged at the same time. I have 3 boys, and just like every parent, I mean, we worry about our kids every single day. I heard Unveiling cry to the community for support, and I'm really happy to see the community turn out today, and this community, Belmont, responded to her cry. And that is some comfort. There's nothing we can do to bring Lesandro back. I pray that time will ease a bit of the pain Ms. Feliz and Mr. Guzman are living with. But what we can do is remember Lesandro in our hearts. That is what we're here to do. And I want to thank the councilman and the council for memorializing Lesandro by naming this street after him. I know he wanted to be a detective and that Lesandro was an NYPD explorer. Why did he want to be a detective? Because Lesandro wanted to protect his community. He wanted to protect all of us here. That's why he wanted to be a police officer. But I just want to say here today, Lesandro, you are protecting your community. Your sacrifice is a wake-up call for all of us to come together, wrap our arms around our young people, and drive out the criminals who prey on our children. So on behalf of Mayor de Blasio, we just want to say we're here. And we're going to continue to be here and be here for this community. And we're going to continue to work with all of you to make sure this doesn't happen again and again. Thank you.
Just want to note that we are joined by representatives from the Office of Comptroller Scott Stringer, a representative from Congressman Jose Serrano, a representative from Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Now we're going to hear from the most important voice, the voices of the family. So, Lesandro.
Bueno, good morning, everyone. I want to say thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much to be here. My son, Junior, I feel like it's a blessing for me today. I want to say thank you, God, for all is happening right now. No one wants to see the tragedy at any kid. I have a lot to say. I don't know what way to take it to start and say thank you so much. Okay. Let me say something in Spanish. I feel comfortable speaking Spanish. Buenos días para todos. Estoy muy emocionada con todo lo que estoy mirando que está pasando hoy. El nombramiento a la calle de mi hijo, todo lo que está pasando a través de esa tragedia. Esto es algo que ni yo misma, que yo misma me estoy impactando con lo que miro. También quiero darle un mensaje para todos que hoy estamos aquí en este mundo, pero no vinimos a quedarnos aquí. Todos nos vamos, tarde o temprano. Es un mensaje que quiero que todos entiendan, que tenemos otra parte, otra dimensión donde vamos a llegar, y es donde nos está esperando nuestro Señor Jesús. Estoy esperando mi tiempo para estar con mi hijo otra vez, es lo único que me mantiene con la fuerza, que estoy aquí parado hoy en día. Y gracias por todo, el apoyo, el soporte. Gracias.
Buenos días a todos. Doy gracias a todos que estén aquí, honrando la memoria de mi hijo, poniendo el nombre de la calle con su nombre. Eso me pone muy emocionado. A la vez me entristece, porque por más que uno haga esto, lo que haga es, el niño mío no está aquí conmigo. Pero sí le doy muchas gracias a todos y a todo el apoyo. José Álvarez, presidente del condado Borough. Muchísimas gracias, de verdad, a todos. Gracias.
And we have one more speaker, Junior's high school teacher, Mr. G.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Andre Gay, or to the students and staff members is Mr. G. I am here on behalf of the school, which is Dr. Richard Izquierdo Health and Science Charter School, our board members, our principal, Mr. Burke, and staff members and teachers and students. I would first and foremost like to say thank you, Councilman Torres, and others for extending this invitation to myself, the scholars that you see right beside me, and everyone in the school community. Lesandro was a very bright young man, one that I was fortunate to, have that opportunity to teach and just be around on a day-to-day basis. He had an infectious smile that left a huge impact on every last one of us. And he also had this awkward laugh that I will not be able to duplicate, but they all know what that is. But he was a great young man. He left a huge void in all of our hearts, one that will never ever be fulfilled again. And this renaming of the street for him is very, very humble, and it's an honoring one for the family, especially Mom, who I've got to spend quite some time with, as well as Dad. I text them frequently, just to say good morning. and many blessings, because we will never know. I don't know what it's like to lose a child, and she's going to need the support and love and strength from every last one of us, the community, the school community, and just everyone in general. So I just want to say thank you. Lesandro, we miss you, we wish you were here, and we still stand by you. Mom, we will always stand by you, no matter what. We support you in this darkest time, in this fight for your life. We pray for justice, and Junior, rest in peace, and we all miss you. Thank you.
Junior maybe is looking at you like, oh, my little brother.
I also want to note that we have an extraordinary showing from the NYPD, including the Deputy Inspector for the 48th Precinct, Andre Brown. We're going to proceed to the unveiling of the street renaming. Then I'll present a gift that we have for the family, and then we'll end from there. So I think we'll go through here. Está bien, dale para allá.
She was saying things, so hopefully she said better stuff. You already got it?